thanks for having me. My name is Paula Thompson, and I've lived in the district about 22 years, and I've raised 2 kids here. I'm a retired physician, and I also volunteer now with 2 groups. One's called the Climate Majority Project, and the other's called Interfaith Creation Care South Metro. And we have put together an EV Expo that's coming up at the beginning of May. And we've come before you before. Our group has to talk to you about electrical school buses. And electric school buses have been shown to, well, obviously they don't create diesel fumes. And we know diesel fumes harm children. They decrease school performance, they increase asthma, they decrease school attendance, and they actually increase cancer risks. And my husband, Dr. Trajano, actually did a good medical literature search, and I think we've sent pretty much all of you detailed information on that. But I wanted to talk to you today just very briefly about what our motivation was. As you know, we work locally to try to do what we can to decrease greenhouse gases. Governor Pawlenty signed in 2007 the bipartisan Next Generation Clean Energy Act. And we were supposed to cut our greenhouse gases by 15% in 2015, and we didn't make that. And our next cutoff is 30% by 2025, and we're not on target to make that. So you got a lot of parents and grandparents that in the community that are concerned, and they're thinking, what can we do? What's something solid that we could do? So we landed on electric school buses. And with this other group I volunteer with, Interfaith Creation Care, we decided at Shepherd of the Lake Lutheran Church in Prior Lake that we would have an EV Expo. And it is going so amazingly. I can't believe how wonderfully things are falling in place. We already have 14 electric vehicles that are going to be shown. And we were able to contact with the American Lung Association, and they're going to actually bring an electric school bus to the church. And so I'm personally inviting each one of you. It's from noon to 3 on Saturday, May 7th, and we will have a special place for you. We're actually trying to see if they would give school board members a little trip on the bus, you know, instead of just having it sit out there. So we're hoping that you can make it. If it's okay, I'll give you a handout about it. And then also, just to let you know too, we have spoken at Jefferson High School and at Rosemont Apple Valley Egan High School about electric school buses. And if any of you have a connection to any student green groups or climate groups or whatever at the high school and you'd want us to come speak, we would love to do that. Okay. And this school bus is called the Bluebird. So I hope you can make it there. And is it okay if I give you a handout on, just as an invite?
And I apologize, I didn't forget to mention that our vice chair will mark the 3 minutes when you have 15 seconds left with the yellow card.
Thank you.
I'm sorry we caught you off guard.
Thank you. I'm glad I could talk on and on. So.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And while she's doing that, we'll take the next one on the Clean School Bus Rebate Program, and that's Daniel Trajano, is that right? I should know better. Thank you.
My wife, so that was Paula, and I'm Paula's husband, Dan. I'm also a family doctor, currently a professor at the University of Minnesota and University of St. Thomas, teaching healthcare economics and finance. We also want to share tonight, I am a volunteer with the Climate Majority Project as well, and we've been doing a lot of research. We want to share the funding opportunity that is now available through the bipartisan infrastructure bill. There is a clean school bus program. It is $5 billion of funding over 5 years. And what that essentially means is if Minnesota schools apply for that funding this year, which is coming up very quickly, that could be 100 or more free electric school buses in Minnesota available this year and every year for the next 5 years. But we will only get that money and those free school buses if we get schools to apply for them. And I hope you are aware of that. I've sent you 2 emails already. You know, we recommend a number of things, but we have to act quickly. In that handout, I put together sort of the ABCs of what they're telling us at the EPA webinars, what you need to do to prepare. I would access the website of the EPA Clean School Bus Program, lots of updated information in there. The information is coming out very quickly. I would build a fleet inventory, and they have a spreadsheet with all the information of all the buses you need, all the information on the buses that are driving students that you need in order to apply for this program. And you also need to create a unique federal identifier in order to apply for these rebates. And the rebates are intended to fund the full cost of electric school buses. And then the last thing is really important. And if we haven't done this, if Schmitty hasn't done this yet, you know, connecting with the electric utility that would power those buses here in Prior Lake. I know they have an electric bus in Lakeville. I think they may have a different utility there. But two things with that. We need to understand the infrastructure to charge these buses, and the utility will do that. But the second part of that is there is an opportunity, because these buses are now equipped with what they call vehicle to grid. They can actually do two-way power transfer. And like when buses aren't used in the summer, air conditioners are on, they can actually sell back electricity to the grid and turn those buses into revenue makers for resources for our schools. Economic benefits are clear. Paula explained the health benefits, the academic benefits. We were here before explaining all of that. If you get a free bus, what we're hearing on those webinars in schools that have electric buses, they save $4,000 to $10,000 in cost and maintenance and fuel every year. And if you set it up with the utility, you can sell back that energy when those buses aren't being used in the summer or on vacations and make money to feed our schools and our students. So thank you very much. You have my information. Contact us. We're here to help. Okay.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time tonight.